Have you ever watched a car speed up and wondered exactly how fast it is going at one specific moment? Speedometers show us a number, but that number is actually a calculation. To understand how we find that exact speed, we need to look at the concept of change. Think about a straight road. If you travel 10 miles in 2 hours, your speed is 10 divided by 2, which is 5 miles per hour. This is the slope of a line. Slope is just the change in height divided by the change in distance. On a graph, we call the change in height delta y and the change in distance delta x. Slope is delta y divided by delta x. But what happens if the road is curved? If you are driving on a winding path, your speed is constantly changing. We cannot just pick two far apart points to find your speed because your pace was different in between them. We need to look at a tiny slice of time. Imagine a curve on a graph. To find the slope at one specific point, we pick a second point nearby and draw a straight line through both. This is called a secant line. If we move that second point closer and closer to the first one, the secant line starts to look more like the curve itself. When the gap between the points becomes almost zero, the secant line becomes a tangent line. A tangent line touches the curve at exactly one point, showing the direction of the curve at that precise location. The derivative is the mathematical tool we use to find the slope of that tangent line. We define it as the limit of the difference quotient. The difference quotient is just the slope formula we used earlier. The limit part tells us to shrink the distance between our 2 points until that distance is effectively zero. Let us apply this to the function where f of x equals x squared. We want to find the slope at any point x. We pick a second point at x plus h, where h is a very small number. The height at the first point is x squared. The height at the second point is x plus h squared. The change in height is x plus h squared minus x squared. Expanding x plus h squared gives us x squared plus 2 times x times h plus h squared. We subtract the original x squared, leaving us with 2 times x times h plus h squared. Now we divide by the change in distance, which is h. This gives us 2 times x plus h. As we take the limit and let h shrink to 0, the h term disappears. We are left with 2 times x. This is the derivative of x squared. It tells us that for any point x, the slope of the curve is exactly 2 times x. You might be tempted to think the derivative tells you the value of the function, but it does not. The function tells you where you are, while the derivative tells you how fast you are changing. Because doing this limit calculation every time is slow, mathematicians found a shortcut called the power rule. It says if you have x to the power of n, the derivative is n times x to the power of n minus 1. For x squared, n is 2. 2 times x to the power of 2 minus 1 equals 2 times x. It works perfectly. If you have a constant number like 5, the derivative is 0 because a constant does not change. If you have a constant times a function, like 3 times x squared, you just multiply the constant by the derivative of the function. The derivative of 3 times x squared is 3 times 2 times x, which is 6 times x. The derivative is the bridge between a static shape and the motion that creates it. By shrinking the gap between points to nothing, we turn a simple slope calculation into a way to measure change at any single instant. You now have the tools to describe how anything in the world moves and grows. Generate your own educational videos for free at eduvids.app.